Welcome to the Open Forum in the Villages, Florida podcast. In this show, we talk to leaders in the community, leaders of clubs, and interesting folks who live here in the Villages to get perspectives of what is happening here in the Villages, Florida. We are a listener-supported podcast. There will be shout-outs for supporters in episodes. In Season 6, we will continue making substantial improvements to the podcast.
This is Mike Roth. And listeners, I'm thrilled to share with you this podcast, which is my passion project for you. This podcast brings me joy, brings you knowledge, inspiration, and a lot of things that people need to know about the Villages and the people living here. Be sure to hit the follow button to get the newest episode each week. Creating this podcast is a labor of love, even though it demands more time that I can easily spare. Now, here's where you come in. You can help us keep the podcast alive and thriving. How? By becoming a supporter. The easy way for you to support us is to visit our podcast webpage, openforuminthevillagesflorida.com, and click on the supporter button at the top of the page, or the purple supporter box on the right side of the page. Even a small donation of $3 to $10 a month makes a big difference. And guess what? You can cancel your subscription at any time. No strings attached. Your support means the world to us. Stay curious, stay inspired, and keep those headphones on. I hope everyone enjoys today's show. This is Mike Roth on Open Forum in the Villages. I'm here today with Kathy Loving and Janet Broadus, as well as Rebecca Zelenin, all from Hot Chicks with Tattoos Not. Thanks, ladies, for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Good. Ladies, the first obvious questions. How did your lifestyle club here in the Villages, Hot Chicks with Tattoos Not, get its name?
It started with Beverly Spangler, who had a vision to help women to have fun and make friends while lifting each other up. She invited neighbors to a pool party to help women make friends, and on one hot summer day, they were trying to pick a name for their group when someone hollered out, "It's hot, it's summer, we're the Hot Chicks." And then someone else hollered out, "With tattoos," to which Beverly replied, "Nah." So that's how the name began. You do not have to have a tattoo. You do not have to be a hot chick to be part of the Hot Chicks. And from just a few neighbors, it grew into over 1,800 members.
1,800 members. That makes you one of the largest clubs in the Villages.
Yes.
Do you have regular meetings?
Yes. We meet twice a week for coffee on Mondays and Thursday mornings at Fenny. And we have a Wednesday afternoon lunch once a month and a dinner once a month.
How do you get 1,800 people into a single meeting room at Finney?
We don't have that many at every event. They don't all participate every time, but many of them work behind the scenes to help us with the fundraiser that we're here to talk about today.
Right. So someone would go to Finney. How many people would be in the room for your meeting?
20 to 30 at a time for the coffees, 50 to 100 for our dinners and our luncheons.
Okay. So it's a really good-sized club.
Yes.
And again, what year was it founded?
5 years ago.
5 years ago. Okay. Why don't you tell our listeners how you picked the UF Health Foundation as your charity?
5 years ago, when Beverly started the group, her sister was fighting breast cancer at that time. She now knows that her husband and both of her daughters carry the BRCA gene, and having this mutation means that you have about 45 to 85% chance of developing breast cancer, along with a 10 to 46% chance of developing ovarian cancer. Kathy and I both have family members that have fought breast cancer, and probably a lot of people, breast cancer has affected a lot of people in their family. So the UF Health Foundation has a program that provides free mammograms and follow-up care for men and women who need the mammograms or treatment. but can't afford, if they don't have insurance or financially can't afford to have all this done. So it's really a blessing and a privilege for me to be a part of this Pretty in Pink event.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you have a fundraising goal for the year?
We would like to see a minimum of $60,000, most of which will come in the day of the fundraiser. We are actively trying to sell tickets now to increase our goal.
Okay. How much does a ticket cost?
$20 per ticket for 25 chances to win. We have 50-50 tickets that are $5 each or 5 for $20. We have special item raffles that have a ticket price of $10 each, and those are limited quantity when they're gone.
Okay. So what's going to happen at your fundraiser?
First of all, we would really like to thank all of the businesses and the individuals who have already donated items and baskets and gift cards. The outpouring of the event has just really been incredible. I'm really pleased and amazed. We will have 200 baskets that are filled with all kinds of different items, different themes, and there will be a basket next to a little paper basket next to the basket itself. So from their ticket, they'll have 25 chances. They're perforated, they can tear off and put in that basket to have a chance to possibly win. There also will be a bake sale. There's also a bra sale where they decorate bras really fancy. They'll be meeting a couple, 3 times to get the bras decorated. There'll be entertainment with Jim Cole, and some other people will be with him also. We will also have a wine pull. We have almost 200 bottles of wine, and for $10, they can pick a bottle of wine, but that will be wrapped where they don't really know exactly what kind of wine they're getting. It could be a $20 or $30 or $40 bottle of wine, or it could be a $10 bottle of wine. We're still accepting lots of donations. There are drop-off places in the villages, or they can contact Kathy or I to help them get.
Where are the drop-off locations?
We have a PDF file we can send out to people when they reach out to us. It's too many to just list, but they're scattered throughout the villages for everyone's convenience.
What is an email address that they would send to get that PDF file of where to drop off bottles of wine?
K, like Kathy, my name, LOV, like Victor, 1213 @gmail.com.
Could you repeat that?
KLOV 1213 @gmail.com.
Good. So you have a musician performing at the fundraiser?
Yes, Jim Cole is a singer, and there will also be a lady that sings with him, and I'm not familiar with what her name is right now, but there'll be clowns there. And
is that clowns from the 179 Clown Alley?
Yes.
Okay, they'll be there. Are they going to perform on stage?
I think they're there mostly for entertaining the crowd, not necessarily on stage.
And what is the date of your fundraiser again?
October the 13th. It's a Sunday. The time is 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Everglades Rec Center.
Okay, so that's going to be at the big auditorium. Everyone just...
So let me give you a couple examples. I've created a basket that has a lot. It's called Tea for Two. There are teacups, tea mugs, a teapot, a hot pad for the teapot, coasters, and lots of different tea. I know that we have a kitty basket, we have a doggy basket, we have a golf basket. Whatever your interest might be, you will find a basket that you will want.
Do the winners have to be present?
No, they do not have to be present to win. We have a 50-50 drawing also. I think someone last year, the half they won was about $2,500. But they do not have to be present to win any of the tickets that we're selling. If they're not going to be there, if they have basket raffle tickets, they would want to give those to a friend so that that's going to come, so they can put their individual little tickets in each basket that they might want to win.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit more about the fundraiser after we hear a couple of words and an Alzheimer's tip from Dr. Craig Curtis. Dr. Curtis, can you give our patients a tip on keeping their brain healthy?
Absolutely. My favorite tip involves a change in eating patterns, but it's not a drastic change. It's simply increasing the amount of fresh fruits and vegetables, fish, other white meats, and lowering the amounts of red meat, sweets and sugars, and also carbohydrates. It's essentially following a Mediterranean-type diet plan.
With over 20 years of experience studying brain health, Dr. Curtis's goal is to educate the Villages community on how to live a longer, healthier life. To learn more, visit his website, craigcurtis.com, or call 352-500-5252 to attend a free seminar.
Thank you, Dr. Curtis. At the fundraiser, it's a 3-hour event. That's a long time.
It takes a long time to look at 200 baskets and figure out which one you want or ones you want.
So you see a basket you want, you're going to tick it off and pay something for the ticket?
Drop it in the bag.
Drop it in the bag, okay.
Then the drawing's going to be at 6 o'clock.
The drawings start at 6 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay. And how many people can you accommodate at the fundraiser?
It's a constant flow of people. Some will come and stay and sit down, listen to entertainment. Some just come and walk through the line. We have a line they follow throughout 3 rooms to look at all the baskets, to choose a baked good item, to look through the bras. And we have 50-50 salespeople walking around to sell those tickets. They will be met at the door with tables where they can purchase their basket raffle tickets if they haven't purchased them ahead of time. We do recommend you buy ahead. There are very long lines that often go outside the building.
The UF Health Foundation will also be represented there, of course. Erica, that's the president over the UF Health Foundation, will be there along with some other individuals. And she said they have a new breast surgeon that's going to be there. He's going to be at the event also.
Is he going to speak to the group?
No, I think he's just going to be at the UF Health Foundation table. So somebody could possibly come by and speak with him, but I don't think he's going to go into any serious details at that time.
You're not going to put him up on the stage
No.
to do a talk for 5 minutes?
I don't think so, not to my knowledge.
And this is the 5th time you've done the fundraiser?
It is the 5th year. The first year, they only had 2 weeks to prepare, so Beverly likes to consider it the 4th year because that was trial and error year. And now we're up and running, and it's really amazing how well this event runs itself.
So do you have an idea of how many people came through the event last year? Rough number?
In the thousands.
It was more than 1,000 people?
Yes.
Okay.
It is open to the public. It's not just, you don't have to be just a villager with an ID. It is open to the general public.
Okay.
And men often accompany their wives. There are baskets for men also, so they do find things they want.
Yes, we are a women's club and women only, but our fundraiser, we definitely welcome men.
Okay. And what kind of baskets or paraphernalia did you have for men?
One basket we had donated this year was from Shooter's World, valued at over $350.
Oh, well, both men and women could shoot.
Yes,
True that.
that's true.
But that's good. Anything else? Is there a grand prize?
All the baskets range in value, but the minimum is $100, but some are $300-400 in value. So you just have to walk around and take it all in, and don't put all your tickets in the bags up front. You want to see everything to make sure you
put all your tickets in the bags up front.
That's right. Then go buy more tickets. Exactly. Exactly.
What
Good,
was
Rebecca.
your favorite basket, Rebecca?
My basket.
Why don't you tell our audience what you're putting in your basket?
Okay, so I worked with Beverly actually, and we made a black and white basket. It has towels, it has cups and saucers, it has little black and white plates. Everything in our basket is black and white. There's a little black and white doll. There's just anything that we could find that was black and white that kind of related to each other is in that basket. And I haven't actually seen the finished basket, but I understand it's huge.
Yeah, I when you said black and whites, I immediately went to black and white cookies. You got to get over to 2J's to pick up some big black and white cookies.
Well, we wouldn't want to put those in August. We would want those in October so they'd be fresh.
Really?
My 2 baskets are all about the United States. It's all about the American flag. So I've got 2 of those going. Tablecloths, paper plates and cups. I've gotten flowers, artificial flowers, coasters. They're both large, very large. I've had a lot of people. I put on Facebook, show me how patriotic and how much you love your country by giving a donation of something with the American flag on it.
Kathy, what was your favorite basket?
One of my favorites is the beach basket that I'm making that has the typical beach towel, but it has a beautiful large brimmed hat for women, very neutral colors that should please a lot of people, and some waterproof playing cards that are something that you might want at the beach when there's water and sand around. It won't ruin your regular card, but you can still have some fun playing on the beach.
What's a waterproof playing card made out of?
It just has a plastic coating on it to make it waterproof.
Oh, okay. Good. Is there anything else that you ladies would like to add?
We just want everybody to come out, to come to the event, buy tickets. Any items, new items, we have 169 baskets as of right now, and we need more items to finish to our goal of 200. Buy tickets, buy the raffle tickets, the 50-50. They can even purchase some baskets. We need large baskets. We've got medium size and small, but we need some larger baskets. You can get those at Bargains and Blessings as long as they're in good condition and not tore up. But the items go in there. Jewelry. We've got a lot of baskets that are margarita. We have the tequila, the margarita, the salsa, the shaker. We need some more booze if they would like to. Any kind of liquor, whiskey, vodka, Bloody Mary mix, anything like that people really like.
So with all of these, it sounds like you're going to have over 200 baskets?
Over 200.
Where do you store them?
Right now, we have them in 3 people's houses and then my house also. In my guest room, you can't even hardly see the bed. Not for the baskets, but for the items as they're coming in, because most people are delivering the items to my house, which is fine. Mm-hmm. And so I have to keep the whole door closed because I have 2 very nosy dogs that really want to inspect everything.
Okay, good. And let's repeat the drop-off location email address.
KLOV1213@gmail.com. KLOV1213@gmail.com.
Good. And that gives them a PDF file which lists the drop-off locations and hours of those locations.
They can call the people to make arrangements. Many people have boxes or bins outside their home. They can call them to make sure they're going to be there if they don't want to leave anything unattended.
Great. Have we left anything out, ladies?
Come and have fun.
Buy your tickets early. We will be at the farmers market at least every Saturday in August. We are hoping to be able to be there in September as well. We will be across the street from Harvest and Bluefin on just behind the grandstand.
And you are on the porch at Finney every Monday morning and every Thursday morning before our meetings at Finney.
Okay, so that's plenty of places for people to drop off whatever they want to contribute to these fundraisers.
Or buy tickets.
You can buy tickets.
Yes,
there
so
too.
you can absolutely buy tickets on the front porch at Fenny.
And you can put your name and phone number on the back of each
You
ticket?
do not have to put your name and phone number. You don't have to fill it out. Your ticket has a number, and that number is attached to your name and email and telephone. We have the master list with the information of who bought that number, and when you win, we will call you or email you, and you will know.
Thanks a lot for joining me today on Open Forum in the Villages, ladies.
Thank you.
Remember, our next episode will be released next Friday at 9 a.m. Should you want to become a major supporter of the show or have questions, please contact us at mike@rothvoice.com. This is a shout-out for supporters Tweet Coleman, Ed Williams, Paul Sorgen, and major supporter Dr. Craig Curtis at K2 in the Villages. We will be hearing more from Dr. Curtis with short Alzheimer's tips each week. If you know someone who should be on the show, contact us at mike@rothvoice.com. We thank everyone for listening to the show. The content of the show is copyrighted by Roth Voice 2024. All rights reserved.